Under current law, certain shareholders of an S corporation, as we heard many of you talk about, are taxed on their fringe benefits, while larger corporate entities, both for employees and owners, those are non-taxable benefits. What do you think this does to the ability of those smaller S corps to provide such benefits?
Let me try to articulate what I think are the rules that apply to S corporation shareholder employees. These are rules that apply to shareholder employees who have 2% or more of a company's stock, and they're simply treated as partners for fringe benefit purposes. The biggest fringe benefit that most companies seem to provide to their employees would be health insurance. And under current law, at least, there is, quite frankly, no significant distinction between the treatment of S corporation shareholder employees and the treatment of C corporation employees. While the fringe benefit is taxable to the shareholder employee, there is also an offsetting deduction that the individuals are entitled to claim. So at the bottom line, if you will, there's probably no net impact to the shareholder employees. The same cannot be said of the other type of fringe benefits that are provided. They're less significant, I think, in the mainstream than health insurance, and they would apply to such things as group term life insurance, disability insurance, some de minimis fringe benefits. Beyond that, I don't think I can really comment. I don't see that S corporations are coming to me, at least, or our firm, and saying this is a tremendous burden or a disincentive to conversion.
Just one question. I wanted to ask, you had mentioned in behalf of the independent community bankers that it's important, you'd like to have considered going from 100 shareholders to 150 shareholders. I think I understand where you're going with it, but why don't you explain to myself and everybody else the thought there?
Well, I think it's stated in my testimony, but typically when community banks go out to raise capital, they go out into their communities and they raise capital from a large number of shareholders in the community, because they're not going to a broker on Wall Street. They're going to be partners with those people in the community. The community invest in the bank, and the bank invest in turn in the community. And 100 shareholders typically is it would take more than 100 shareholders in a typical community bank capital raising transaction. So it just allows the viability of that Main Street community bank to be able to continue to partner in their community. And that's why it's so important for us to have the expanded number, expanded types of shareholders, because our own bank couldn't convert for 10 years because of those very restrictions.
I was just curious why you picked, 150, not 300, 200. Is there any particular reason, or was just...
We would take 300.
Yeah, okay.
No, there's not a particular reason. We were trying to be respectful about the limits and realistic. But, for community banks, other small businesses may not need that number because of the types of investors. But for community banks, it's a little different animal.
Yeah. We have, in our area, I'm sure around the country, but in Florida, it just seems like we got a new community bank a week opening up, and they do raise the capital, most of it in the community.
Yes.
Thanks for your comment.
Thank you.